welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So today I just want to talk about being thankful. As we're here on Thanksgiving, we ought to give thanks for still being here. 2021 has not been the easiest year. It's much better than 2020, but 2021 still had a lot of residue from 2020. And so it hasn't been the greatest year. And a lot of trials and tribulations came against us, but we ought to be grateful and thankful that we're here right now. So happy Thanksgiving, first off. Second off, I just want to talk about what I mean by just being thankful. I understand that we may be in positions or in situations in our lives that we're not grateful for. I mean, you're going through a divorce. You're going through a breakup. You lost somebody. You lost a job. You're homeless, or you're living somewhere where you don't feel comfortable, or you're working somewhere where you don't feel appreciated. Your children are turning against you. You're a single parent. You don't have a car. The list goes on of so many negative things that I could think about that people would find it hard to be grateful for. But let me tell you, being thankful for what you have, regardless of how painful it may seem in the moment, will help to parachute you into your biggest blessings. I've learned to stop complaining. Let me tell you something. When times got hard for me, and that's been throughout my life. I mean, there's not just one season where you have a hard time and the rest of your life is great. That whoever said that will be lying. But you go through ups and downs in life. That's how we grow. Growth is painful, and pain doesn't feel good. But every time, if you look back on your life, every time that you've gone through pain, you have to admit you ended up better than you thought that you would have been, or that you've ever been. You've ended up in better situations than that you've ever been in your life. At that point, usually if you lose a job, you find something better. If you go through divorce, you find someone better. If if someone walked out of your life as a friend or a family member just turned their back on you, more people come, more love comes. And more greater than that is that the people who walked out of your life, they didn't do anything but help you to love yourself and to fully know what you deserve. Because a lot of times we just settle with people and we don't even know it sometimes, y'all. We just be settling. And it takes for people to leave us sometimes for us to realize that, yeah, we do deserve better. We were putting up with something for far too long that we didn't have to go through, but we couldn't see it because of the love or the care that we have for that person or that relationship. We stood there and we dealt with it. We endured the pain. We cried. We didn't think we could do any better, but it wasn't until God allowed that person to walk away that we began to do the work on ourselves and learn what we need and who we truly are and what we deserve. And then better comes along. So always learn to be thankful. No matter what happens, no matter how gray the road looks, no matter how black the road looks, be thankful. When you wake up in the morning, you may be in pain. It could be an emotional pain, it could be a physical pain. But you wake up and you just say, thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, universe. Thank you, whatever you believe in. Because someone took their last breath the night before. Someone didn't wake up that day. Someone had plans for that day that you're waking up and getting ready to complain about. Someone had plans for that day, but they can't do it because maybe they had a death in the family, or maybe they passed away themselves, or maybe something bad happened where, they're sick, or they have been seriously injured. Anything could have happened to them. And you have the opportunity to make something great out of your day, but you decide to get up and just complain. Sometimes we don't know it, but there are people wishing that they had what we have. We may feel like, oh my gosh, like I just got the minimum. My job sucks. my car sucks. I wish I had this. I wish I had that. And meanwhile, someone's in the trenches watching you like, oh man, I wish I had what they had. I wish I had that car. I wish I had that apartment. I wish I could afford to buy McDonald's for dinner. I can't even feed my children anything. Like, I wish I could afford to wake up and go to somebody's job. I'll mop the floors. I'll clean the toilets. But I can't even get a job. You know, and so we have to pay attention to that, because it's true. When we're complaining about something, somebody somewhere is in a worse situation than you are. You know, I know I used to, like, I hate working out. You know, I hate the way it makes me feel. I feel tired, and, you know, I just don't like that feeling, you know, and then I'll be sore. And then I think about it, and I see people with prosthetics, and they're still running and doing life. And here I am, God gave me all my limbs and everything's working great, and I'm complaining because I don't want to take care of the body that I've been given. And someone wished that they could have my body. Someone wished that they had their arms, legs, feet, hands, all that. And I'm complaining just because I get a little sore when I wake up or when I work out. That's beyond me. And so I'm learning, you know, as I get older, this is, of course, something you really have to dedicate time to, because waking up and being thankful every single day, especially when you're in a situation where you don't feel happy, it's hard to be thankful. But it's something you have to practice, because I believe that God gives more blessings to those who are thankful for where they are now. So then where he takes them is even more appreciated, versus someone who says, I'll be happy when. I'll be happy and thankful if. Things will be better, and I'll feel better when, or once, or whenever this happens, whenever that happens, if this person does this for me. When you're thinking like that, you'll never be happy. And if you're never happy, you'll never be thankful, because you'll never be at a point where you appreciate where you are, because you'll always be looking for the next thing. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I said I wanted to be in this relationship, but I wish that, you know, now this person marries me. And I'll be happy then if we get married. Okay, you get married. Well, I'll be happy if he gets me a home, or I'll be happy if she, you know, has kids for me. Like, you have to learn to be happy now, and what cards you're dealt now, because being grateful for what you have right now in the moment is, I'm telling you, it's going to make you appreciate your life a lot more. When I stopped complaining, when I stopped looking at my friends, my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, my mom, my siblings, everybody around me, and seeing what they have, and I started focusing on, okay, this is my box. This is my box right now, what I have. This is the gift, the gift in life that God has given me. I sort through that, and I go through it, and I find things. I find things to be thankful for. I find things to be grateful for. I find things to kind of work in my own way for now, for this period of my life, for this season of my life. Instead of complaining, instead of sitting around with a sour face, I understand that life is too short. You could live to over 100 years old, but still life is short. That, you know how fast a year goes? A year goes by. So why waste time being bitter and sad and just nasty for something you don't have? It's not going to make that thing come faster. And remember the law of attraction, you're going to attract what you are. So if you're sitting around moping and groping and complaining and just not being a good person, wishing for your friends or associates or foes, whatever, you wishing for their downfall just because you want to be where they are, you're not doing anything positive for yourself. You're setting up that to come to you. And that's all that's going to continue to come to you until you learn to appreciate where you're at right now, the life that you have. Yes, you're gonna see things that inspire you. Work towards that. Become that. You know, and if it's meant for you, key terminology, if it's meant for you, it's going to happen in the right time that it's meant to happen for you. You get something too soon, you may not know how to handle it, and you're going to lose it. If you get something too late, it may be too late. You may have outgrown that. You might have already outgrown that desire, and now you're onto something else, and now you're not going to appreciate it. So God's going to send it to you right on time, right when you're perfectly ready for it, right when your heart is ready, when your heart posture is positive, when your heart posture is in position to be thankful and grateful for that thing that you're wanting or that thing that you desire. It's not going to come before, and it's not going to come too late, but you have to believe that. And you can go out here and push things to come before. Obviously, we all force things. And how does it ever work out for you? It doesn't. So let things go. Let it happen the way that it's meant to happen, when it's supposed to happen, because it will. Remember, what God has for you, what the universe has for you, is for you. There's nothing that I could do, your neighbor can do, your friend can do, your ex can do, your husband can do, your wife can do. No one can do that could take that from you, that can sabotage it. No one. You can sabotage it for yourself, but it's still, the opportunity is going to present itself to you. It's going to come regardless. So just learn to be thankful. Seriously, like when you wake up in the mornings, just be thankful. Thankful for whatever it is. I know with me and my natural hair, y'all, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I just be thinking of dreads, cutting it back off, relaxing it again. Like, because sometimes it just be a headache. It looks good, but y'all know what I have to go through. See, that's another thing. Y'all need to stop wishing that y'all had something that someone else has, because you don't know what people got to go through. You don't know. You don't know what I go through with this mop on my head, y'all. And if you knew, you'd be like, forget that. I don't wish I had that. Like, she can keep that. You know what I'm saying? Because nothing in life is going to come to you and it just comes easy without some type of price to pay. I'm sorry to tell you, it's gonna be something you have to go through. Like, even getting into a marriage, you're gonna have to kiss a bunch of frogs until you get to that person who's willing to marry you. You're gonna have to learn how to say, okay, I love you, but I gotta go. I have to walk away because you're not willing to, you don't want marriage and I do. Or you don't want kids and I do. Or, or a job. Okay, there's no room for growth. I love this company. I've been here for X amount of years. I really want to be here, but there's no growth and I want more for my life. And you're going to have to walk away. You know what I'm saying? It's not easy. You're not going to just wake up and the blessings just going to pour into you. The blessings are going to be there, but you're going to have to be willing to do some type of work to get it. So back to what I was saying about my hair. That's how it is with my hair, y'all. It has definitely been a journey, and it's definitely not easy, and sometimes I just lose my mind dealing with it, but I do it. And before I even touch it, because sometimes I can get really angry with her and I just start ripping her out because she tangles and she knots, and she's definitely a handful. So, before I complain about having to do my hair or having to wash it, I just give thanks to God, because there's somebody out there who suffers from alopecia. There's someone out there who their hair does grow, but their hair is thin. Or there's someone out there who may have a lot better of a texture of hair than mine, but they're not able to do as many styles as I am. Like, there's always somebody who has it worse than I do. Or there's always something that I could be thankful for in the moment, despite my frustrations, because there are other things out there that could be worse. It could be worse for me. You know what I'm saying? And so I just learned to give thanks in all. Like, I don't care what it is. I'm thankful. I wake up thankful. Even I could have just cried the night before, y'all. My pillow could be still wet when I wake up in the morning. Do y'all hear me? And I'm still going to say thank you, God, because you know why? He didn't have to wake me up this morning or that morning. He didn't have to. And throughout my day, regardless, if something makes me upset, something hurts me, yes, I may feel that I may go through the motions of that pain for that moment, but I'm like, you know what? Thank you, God. This was a test. Thank you that I made it through this test. Thank you that I'm still standing. Thank you that I didn't get harmed this way. Or thank you that this didn't happen worse. Or thank you that, whatever didn't turn out to be worse for me, because you have to learn how to be thankful. And I learned that when I do that, my day gets better, even if it's a bad day, which we don't claim, but even if it's not the best day, my day starts to get better. It may not get to the ultimate peak of, the greatest days that I've ever had, but I have a choice in that moment when, boom, lightning strikes. What am I going to do about it? And when I make up my mind to change my mind and say, you know what, God, thank you. I thank you that I'm able to afford this. Yes, it's expensive. I have to pay for this part of my car. Thank you that I have the money. Yes, maybe my electric bill's high. Thank you, I have the money. Thank you, I had the money to put gas in my car, even though I have to fill up every week. It may be frustrating. It may even be a little hindering. But when you find thanks in it, you learn to think of ways to look at it differently. And then I started to appreciate, okay, I am grateful because somebody, like I said, here I almost have to put gas every week, seriously, because it's so much driving. And gas is not cheap, y'all. Y'all know that gas is not cheap. So it's frustrating when I'm putting all my money into gas. But I think about it in that moment, before I fix my mouth to complain, I say thank you, because even though it's frustrating, God gave me the means to still be able to afford it. And somebody out there can't. Someone out there is driving on E and just wishing and praying that they make it to payday, because they don't have any money, or they didn't save up money or whatever. So when that time came, a hard time fell on them, there's nothing they can do about it but just hope and pray that they'll make it through it. And so it comes with changing your mind. That's why I do save money now. That's why I'm just more particular about what I spend my money on. And I just learned to embrace everything that I have, everything. And, I find a use for everything before I let it go, because I don't know, it's just being thankful for what I have. And I learned that, even with me doing that, I'm able to bless other people. And with me going through heartache and pains, I'm able to use my testimonies to bless someone else. And even for this channel, y'all, thank you for everybody who tunes in and watches and gets something, even if it's a 5-second view, you get something from it. Thank you for at least clicking on my videos, and thank you for watching my videos if you make it this far. Thank you so much, because even if just one person listens, one person hears me, one person understands what I'm trying to say, and one person follows me, I am forever thankful, because I'm doing what I feel called to do, and I'm happy with it. It's not a struggle for me to get on this camera. I don't even take notes like that. It's rare that I take notes, and it's just whatever comes up in me, I just talk about it. And it's nice to know that someone can relate, or someone understands, or people actually learn, or they have a different view on things because of what I believe, or what I've been through, and so I am just forever grateful. Yes, I had my channel for almost a year now, y'all, and I still have less than 100 followers and subscribers, and that is okay. And a lot of my videos get less than 20 likes or 20 engagements, like less than 50 in most cases. But I am thankful, because like I said, one person is enough. It's more than enough. And so learn to be thankful. Stop complaining. The time will come. When it's time for my YouTube channel to grow, it will. When it's time for you to fall in love and have a family, it will. When it's time for you to have that job you always wanted, or a job that you envision yourself in, you're going to have it. If it's meant for you, it's going to come. Learn to be thankful for where you are right now. Stop comparing yourself to other people, and stop complaining, because complaining is not going to do anything but stunt your growth, and it's going to keep you where you are longer than you have to be. Because until you have a thankful heart, before you have a grateful heart, you're going to stand still because you're too busy focusing on the negative than you are focusing on what could be to come. And so God in the universe is not going to give you that blessing when it's just like a child throwing a tantrum. You're not going to give a child a piece of candy when they sit down and pout and throw a fit. You're going to reward them when they have good behavior. And so that's what you need to think about. Think about yourself as a child. If you want greater things, you have to appreciate and have a different mindset as you move towards getting the things that you want. And just be thankful for where you are in life, regardless of what it is, because in every part of your life and everything you go through, there's something to learn. And so remember that, and remember we're here for other people. We're not here just for ourselves. So what we go through, we can help somebody else. You know, you never know why you went through something. Somebody younger than you may come along, or when your children may have one of the issues that you've already been through in your life, and you're able to let them know your story and how you made it through, and that can give them encouragement. So just remember, be thankful, whatever it is. I don't care if you got a putt-putt card. Be thankful for it because somebody out there is walking. And for that person walking, be thankful because somebody out there doesn't have legs, you know, or they can't walk. They're confined to a wheelchair. And for that person confined to the wheelchair, be thankful because at least you still have enough strength and you still have ability to get around. There's some people who's confined to a bed, you know, so just always remember there's always somebody worse off than you are. And y'all stay blessed and enjoy your Thanksgiving, y'all. Eat all the food because I know I am. And just let me know what y'all think. Enjoy your day, enjoy your families, enjoy the holiday, and enjoy your days off if you got days off like me. And we will talk next time. Bye.